Hey everybody, this is Heartless Spartan here with another Monster High Toy Talk review. Today I have Mattel's Monster High Self-Scare Secrets Venus McFlytrap doll. Now the thing I like about the series is that they cost just a little less than a Core Wave doll, and unlike Buried Secrets, you know which doll you're getting. I think if Mattel switches to doing their lower priced dolls like this, then that's so much better for everybody. Now, I haven't reviewed very many Venus dolls, and it started getting very warm in the room that I was recording in, so if I ramble a little in this one, that's probably why. Without further delay, let's get into the review. Okay, so here we have Venus out of her box. I haven't reviewed too many Venus dolls. Let's take a look. She actually has a really pretty face. I noticed right away, though, she does have like the sort of like Venus flytrap style, or reminiscent of the Venus flytrap style of teeth coming out from between her lips there, going above the upper lip and down over the lower lip. Very nice dark shade of green on her lips. The variety of colors and patterns she has around her eye looks really nice. Well, around both eyes. Can't tell if those are little stars above her eyes or not. They have a little bit of shape to them. And then I'm not quite sure what shape that is supposed to be in her pupil. But the design of it really has that whole plant-like leafy look to it. She has very pretty eyes, actually. I can't remember what this is called, that design coming down off the hair. But that looks pretty interesting. Kind of like it has like little flower bulbs on there. Of course, she has like leafy plant ears. Little translucent flower earrings. Then her hair I find most interesting. You know what? I actually do really like the combination of like the green and pink. I'm not usually a fan of like lime green, but this color combination like stands out quite a bit, and I think it actually looks good. Yeah, right. Poofy. It's poofy. Very poofy hair. The curls in it are really well done. I really like that. So that looks really cool, and there's like a couple of layers there with the green underneath. So that's kind of awesome that they did that. I think that looks really nice. I like it. I can't stop playing with her hair. So soft. Okay. You're not supposed to touch their hair. All right. Her top is pretty cute, actually. I'm not seeing through it this time like I did on the last doll that I reviewed with this style. I did notice that the bowed straps, which I really like the bows because they did it in a way where it's not going to come undone on you, which is really nice. But I guess the style is supposed to be like one over the shoulder, because if you try to do both over the shoulder, there's just not enough fabric, and then the Velcro comes undone. But I think that looks pretty good. I'm trying to tell what that is on the neckband. Maybe it's just a pretty design. I can't quite tell what it is, but it looks nice. Her skirt's pretty cool, too. It has like an elastic band on the top, so it does that thing where if you try to pull it down, it's just going to eventually like kind of launch back up her waist. Little band going down the middle. Little bow that's also on there so that it's not going to come undone. I really do like the shiny flowers on here. Those are really nice on that dark green. That dark green is the kind of green that I like. Green is one of my favorite colors. Let's see, does she have any? I don't review too many Venus dolls, so I'm looking for any kind of like of the monster doll design that I miss or might miss. I mean, she has this cool vine sculpting on her legs, which is pretty cool. I am seeing that like difference in the plastic though, that it's kind of matte going down to like the shins, and then it gets to like shinier kind of plastic. I don't know if that's because like when they mold these, they're like upside, the leg parts are still held in a thing or something. I don't know what's going on with that. It's just something I've been pointing out over time. Not too big of a deal, but it is noticeable. Let's pop one of her shoes off here. Has a leafy design going down onto her foot. Kind of cool. All right. Let's take a look at her shoe. I do like that the skullette is like specific to Venus, where it has like a special hairstyle, and then it's like stitched in onto the shoe like a patch. That's kind of neat. Pink laces. Now there's all kinds of like plant patterns here. Like some plants have like those ridges like that. Others have that like kind of like diamond spine pattern on them. At least that's what I'm assuming for this. Down here we have like a stylized V for Venus. Just kind of neat. These are interesting. You know, normally I just kind of complain when they give them shoes, but these sneakers have some style to them. I don't really like the square on the front of shoes, though. That throws me off. Not usually a fan of the squares, but it's actually a really cute doll. Let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories here. Let's start with the big ones. All right, so she actually comes with this. I don't know what these are called, honestly, but it is for her hair. You've got all kinds of thorn vines on there. Has that nice shiny look to it. Some fly traps mixed in. A couple of skullettes. If I turn this inside out, it is just a little bit stretchy. But I do believe it's supposed to go over her hair to protect her hair. I am not at all familiar with that hairstyle, so it's like, I don't know what goes into, I am like, I'm on the struggle bus here. So I have no idea what goes into actually like taking care of that hairstyle or getting it into place. Let's flip that back over. There we go. Sorry, it just looks a little goofy to me. But that's okay. Hopefully I did what I was supposed to do. Either that or I'm just going to look really weird here. Okay. You know, she gives me like real like Batman vibes, you know, like the whole Poison Ivy look that she's got going on. And then I think Jack Nicholson's Joker actually wore one of those hair protectors at one point too. And my thought is just have Venus, yeah, she comes with this radio. Have her like blast Prince, and then she can go through the art gallery with a little spray thing, and she can repaint the art. She can have a bunch of goons with her. All the henchmen. I don't know. I wonder how many other Batman things I'm going to relate to this doll today. All right. But that's different. That's interesting. So I like that they gave her something very character specific there and for her hairstyle. So that's kind of cool. I just like tossed it over. Now I will say this radio that she comes with is really cool with the little skullette on there and some like like 60s kind of flowers on there. 60s, 70s. That's what that kind of reminds me of. I really like the design of this. Has a little bit of excess plastic or glue hanging off there. I could always trim that off if I feel like it. She does come with her own colored and stylized box, just like the other two dolls did in the line. Design on there looks pretty cool. Eco punk. Like, I wonder if this is like a, is that 70s or 80s? Like, what? I don't know. I'm not too sure on the era of design there. Could still be 60s even. Who knows? It did come with a couple accessories inside. Now, that is that kind of plastic hinge that after using it too much, it will eventually just wear the plastic and snap off. So just be aware of that. Now, the accessories inside, we get a little tub of hair scare. The little decal looks like it didn't go on too well there. I mean, honestly, putting decals on can be a real pain, so I won't hold that against them too much. Oh, that's kind of neat. There is like a little bit of like a sculpted design in there, like there's like a cream. And, ooh, this is pretty cool. Trap. Little McFlytrap, either perfume or some kind of a. I don't think it would be a hairspray. It would be. It looks like a perfume bottle to me. But this is actually like a little bit of rubberized, so it's not like it's gonna snap off. Oh, you can even pull that out even. But I like that. That looks cool. She does come with a little coffin-shaped comb, which is pretty neat. I like that it's not like fully pink either, that they actually gave it that two-tone look with the black bristles on there. Makes it look a little bit more interesting. And just a little simple cone with some flowers on it. Just a little spray water bottle, little spritz bottle for her plants. It looks like somebody had a rough time putting the decal on this one. I wonder why they just didn't dye the bottle blue or something. Let's see, we get some stickers that can go on the little trunk box. And then we get this little character. I do not know if this plant character has a name or not, or if it's the same plant character from before, it just changes over time or shape shifts. Having some trouble saying that today. But this thing looks kind of neat. Honestly, it looks like it's wearing like a little like cat onesie though. But I do like the gradient pink that's painted over the green there. That looks cool. But there's just a little bit of assembly required. So we have this little flower. That'll go into the top there. Then we have two of these. They both go in the same direction. I don't know if I was supposed to get one that goes the opposite way. But when you hold these in hand, the way that they're kind of curved, they're curved the same way. I don't know how obvious it'll show up on camera, so these actually go into little holes on the side. Let's see, this one kind of curves out this way, and I would think that the other one would be molded to go molded the opposite way, so that it would, on the opposite side, it would curve that same way, but now it goes this way. Whatever, not that big of a deal. I guess it cost cutting. Not that noticeable. Doesn't bother me that much. Just another thing I noticed. And she is this little plant pot. Oh, I didn't see that earlier. There's like a little crack in the side of it. It's supposed to be there. That look like that. And I can just chill in there. Now, over here is just like a little assembly card telling you how that goes together. And the little green mystery pack. So, pretty cute doll. I do like her standout designs, you know? Maybe not like my favorite character, but I can appreciate the fact that there are like fans of her. So if you're a fan of Venus, you know, kudos to you, you know? Do your thing, you know? Let's go ahead and roll into a montage. This Venus doll is particularly cute. Her mix of green and pink are a cute color combo that stands out in a good way for her. The curly afro-style hair is very fluffy, with the pink and green color combo being held up by a rubber band. I really did like how puffy her hair was. That's cool, and the curls were really well done. Her outfit was simple and looked cute. That's honestly how I like to see them. Nothing too over the top, but that's me. The bows are made to wear so they won't come undone, which is a good quality of life addition, and the plants on her skirt are a nice and shiny silver. For once, I didn't mind the sneakers on the doll, and I felt they suited her outfit rather well. Overall, she's a cute addition to the collection. Venus might not be one of my favorites out of the line, but this one I think they did a great job on, including the unique accessories she comes with. I hope you've enjoyed the video or found it helpful. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Leave a comment. Is Venus one of your favorites? While she might not be one of my favorites, I do like to see her pop up every once in a while. This has been Heartless Spartan. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.